everyone, before we go further, let's imagine this together. You're fishing in a beautiful river, the water looks clean, the fish look healthy. But what if this water contains invisible toxic metals? Today, we are going to explore a real case study of water pollution in Malaysia. This case study focuses on Miri River in Sarawak, Malaysia. The river is an important water source used for daily activities such as fishing and also domestic use. However, recent studies have found chemical contamination in this river. The objective of this study was to analyze the level and distribution of heavy metals in the river. Researchers wanted to understand how polluted the river is and how contamination changes at different locations. To do this, water samples were collected from multiple stations along the river, including upstream, midstream, and also downstream areas. Samples were also taken at different depths to study how pollution varies vertically. The samples were analyzed using laboratory techniques such as atomic absorption spectroscopy. The results show the presence of heavy metals such as lead, nickel, iron, and also zinc. The study also found that contamination levels were higher downstream, indicating accumulation of pollutants.
These pollutants come from industrial waste, urban runoff, and also human activities. Even worse, the pollution becomes higher downstream, meaning the contamination builds up along the river.
So, what's actually happening at the chemical level? When heavy metals enter water, they dissolve into tiny charged particles called ions. For example, lead becomes lead ions in water. These ions are invisible, easily spread, and very hard to remove. Now, here's the scary part. These metal ions enter fish and plants and slowly boil up inside their bodies. This process is called bioaccumulation. As one organism eats another, the concentration increases. This is called biomagnification.
Heavy metal pollution affects both nature and humans. First, the environment suffers. Aquatic life is harmed and biodiversity decreases. For humans, heavy metals can damage kidneys, affect the brain, and disrupt body system. And because they accumulate slowly, people may not notice the effects immediately. Communities that rely on the river for food and water are also at risk. This shows that river pollution is not just an environmental issue, it is also a public health issue.
Okay, in Islam, humans are Khalifah, meaning guardians of the earth. The Quran teaches us not to cause corruption upon the earth. Clean water is also part of Tahara, which is important in daily life. So polluting water is not just harmful, but it is also a moral responsibility. So, how can we fix this? Scientists use filtration and adsorption to remove heavy metals from water. Governments must enforce strict pollution laws, and we must reduce waste and protect our rivers, because water is life. Protecting it means protecting ourselves. So let me ask you, would you drink this water?